Hello, dear. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
You're good, and your answers also in for the questions is actually quite good. So let me try
Okay.
to open them here. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I have no comments about that. That's okay. Except that
Okay.
there is a slight comment here. So if
Okay.
we talk about low-level language, um,
Yeah.
So, so we need to talk about precise or accurate or direct control of the hardware.
Okay.
Okay, because when you want to move or do certain operations that really go to certain memory address and do an operation addition, subtraction, or whatever operation you want to do, so you are
Mm.
only able to do that precise operation only with the hardware. Only with
Mm.
a low level language.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
it's not
Yeah.
possible with high level language. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you want to execute the code much faster than the high level language, you must use a low level language. Okay, and you also
Okay.
have to understand that certain instructions are given in assembly language. Uh, that is
Yep.
not only subtraction and addition. Actually, there is certain operations that you are able to do that moving certain values from one register to another inside the CPU itself, you're not able to do it with a normal high level language instructions. There is no direct high level instruction that can do it automatically. Okay, that's why in C++
Yep.
we used, if we want to control hardware, we used to mix C++ and assembly. Previously, I have done that before. When we
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
control certain output for the hardware, previously
Mm.
if we want when we was doing projects as a student, not in companies, so we want to control a robot arm, and we want, for controlling that robot arm, we actually didn't have something called input output card that you will see it if you work in a company. So this input output card are able to control the hardware, but for us as a student, we don't have this kind of luxury as a device. We are able to insert it in a computer to be able to control the hardware. So what we do is
Mm.
we have serial ports and we have parallel ports inside the computer. That's like 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Now there is no more serial port and parallel port. So
Mm.
we use that parallel port with C++ and assembly to be able to control each bin output. So if we want to trigger something to be on, then we are able to do it with C++ and combine with a low-level language. Okay, so in short,
Okay.
uh, that is what we can do with a low-level language. Now, share with me what you have done in the REPL.
Okay. I had a bit of problems with it. Let me share my screen. It says you disable. Oh, there. Okay. Okay.
So next time, normally I put a link that you are able to share all your exercises on. So so you have a specific post. I put the link always on the under the exercise. So that is the Facebook post that is only dedicated for you. You just need to write
Oh,
the
okay.
date and to put your answers and links under it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. So this is, can you see my code?
Not yet. It takes some
Oh,
time at the
okay.
first time when you try to share. But
Okay.
okay, if finding just to be frank, this is the first time you write
Mm.
a code in Revelit, and so it's no there is no issue that you find problems. It's normal.
Mm. Mm. Okay.
Oh, okay, now I can see. Yeah. So tell me.
Yeah. So this is the code I have,
Uh-huh.
but when I run it, hope it's the same as yesterday, but when I ran yeah, it runs the code from here.
Yeah, okay. Now, so yes, it's true because in this repellent, it's only designed to run everything in the main, not anything outside the main. So if you want to run something, you have to run it in the main only. Okay. Later on, we will know how we can include some files from outside main. But at the moment, everything you want to run, it's only in the main, not in the homework or not on class 2. Okay. So
okay.
yeah.
So I should put the code here.
Exactly.
Is it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Behind. All right. So I'll copy from here.
But okay, you already put it. Okay, never mind. You just do it.
Yeah, maybe I copy this. And then I just change it with this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then why?
So is that correct?
Yes, you did the formula correct. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
great. That's great.
Okay.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so
Yeah.
you stop your sharing. I will try
Okay.
to. Do you still remember where did exactly we stop? So we took the double, right? Oh, you still cannot see my screen yet. Okay, sorry. Okay, now you can see my
Okay.
screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me try to understand from you first. So we are continuing from what we took last class. Let me try to do some little, just to confirm that you have a deep understanding here. Okay. Yep. Okay. So have a look here. Do you know what is this called? What this line is called?
This is the like I don't know what it's called, but I know the purpose is to say that X is an integer, but I don't know what the name of it is.
We call it declaration. Okay.
Yeah.
And this line we call it initialization. So
right. Okay.
you declare means that you put a place in the memory for X that can accommodate an integer. And initialization means that you go to that place that you already put as an X before and you put 3 inside X. Just be aware, some exercises will only use that term. Declare and initialize a variable. So you need to be remembering that. So the same is done by double, as we have done with the integer, is the same. So, but the double takes a larger space. As you can see, it's indicated here because it takes a decimal point, right? So if we add these two here, does it make sense that it will result in this?
Yeah.
It makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Good. Now we have a look here. Okay, and I think we have done something like that before. I want you to look here. And this is also we have done. So now, yes, he say declaration and initialization. Here, like we saying before. Okay, now, can you see that line here?
Yeah.
Do you know what it means?
Yeah, but shouldn't the X be a Y? Because you can't put the same value.
No, who said? Can? It's possible.
Okay.
So that means go and first when you try to execute that So in summary, this kind of expression is common. And
Yeah.
this is, it's saying that you want to add the value inside x by 2. So whatever in x, you added by 2. But the point in details here is that he will go first, the computer will go first to fetch from the RAM whatever is stored in x. So it will go and it finds 3 stored there. So it will bring it and start to add it to 2. Okay, so in total, the result is 5. So it will take 5 and store it inside x, and that this is in the RAM. So that's what we will find. If you look at the RAM at position x, you will find 5. Does this make sense? You will need to use that in the exercises that is coming. So okay, now there is another way. If you want to actually declare many variables at the same time, that is a nice way that you can take you little time. So instead of writing x and y and z like that, and then integer z like that, so you can just group them in one line and declare the 3 of them as integers. Does this make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. There is another step that you are able to do. I understand that you would like to do exercises, but I have to explain first what you need to do in exercises. So note here, please. Can you understand anything from that line?
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
so you're declaring and initializing in the
at the same time. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So it's up to your preference if you want to do the way that you like, but you need to understand how it looks like if you see it in the code. So here, can you tell me why is it this not acceptable?
Because integer can't have a decimal place.
Exactly. Okay, that's good. But why here this is possible then? Can I put 4 like that inside the double, my GPA?
Can.
Okay, but you have to know that although it is possible, but inside the memory, the computer actually will store 4.0 inside my GPA. Okay, so because that we will need it here, not here, in the next slide. Okay, so is that possible?
No.
Can you know why?
Because if you're initializing x, then x should be first one.
No, the logic reason is yes, I understand that x we always assign for whatever in the right to put it in the left, and we expect the one on the left to be a variable. A variable is a place in the memory. Is 7 a place in the memory? Are you able to put any value in 7? 7 is just an integer. It's just a number. It have nowhere to store any values inside it. 7 is just 7. It's not a place in the memory. So you cannot put anything inside it. So that's why that is not acceptable. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, also tell me why this is not possible.
Because there's no value. You didn't initialize.
Okay. So okay, good. So we cannot use a variable that is not initialized. This is in summary, the result of that statement. Okay. Now here, we are trying to do this declaration 2 times. And also this is not allowed. So can you tell me what these 2 lines is doing?
This is declaring and initializing, but it's doing it again with the same variable.
Okay, so we are not allowed to declare the same variable twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what is the solution? How to fix that code?
You can change the second one from X to Y. Or you could do X equals X plus 2. For the second
Okay,
line.
a smart solution. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I salute you for that. But the easiest way is just to remove the integer. So we are allowed to assign any value to the variable, but we should not reinitialize it. This means that, okay, we already
Right.
define a place in the RAM that's called X. If we want to change the content of the place in the RAM, which is X like that, we actually allowed to do that. So first we put 3, fine. We go here, no need to tell him book another place that is X, because he cannot book 2 places is X. This is not allowed. So what we do is, since we cannot do that, so we
Yeah.
go to the same place that we saved X before, and
Yeah.
we just remove the 3, we put 5. This is allowable. We are allowed to do that. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now have a look here, please, at the first 2 lines, and tell me, what do you understand from that?
Okay, so um, okay, so they are first they're getting the average of the
Grades?
grade. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And then they're getting the number of students.
So, okay. And why he used the bracket here?
Because it's a simple math, right? If you're going to divide by 3, you have to put the bracket so that you add first.
Okay. Do you notice
Yeah.
we use the plus here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, again, you see here we have 2 pluses, huh?
Yeah.
And this is text, and another,
Yeah.
this is also text. Can
Yeah.
you, if you don't mind, please, can you write that code on your own? Look at
Okay.
it and write it on your own, and then start sharing it with me.
Okay.
Good. So do you need me to send you the copy of the code to your WhatsApp, or you're able to do it without?
I can just do it from this your
Okay, good.
sharing. Okay,
Done?
done.
Do you face any issues?
Wait, I'm running it now. No, no issues.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, then we continue.
Okay.
So do you see the output exactly like what is highlighted here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's good then. So, okay. So you see that question, huh? Here we are calculating the odd amount, assuming there is 8% tax and 15% tip. So
Yeah.
this is the subtotal,
Yeah.
okay? And this is how we calculate the tax, and this is
Yeah.
how we calculate the tip, and this is how we calculate the total. So in summary, you are required to actually store these kind of values inside variable. Why? Because you see how many times we needed actually to write that
Yeah.
38, 40, and 32. You see how many times we need to write it?
Yeah.
Okay. And so if we have a total, if we add them and we store the result in a variable, then we are able to call that variable as much times as we want without having to repeat that addition many times. It's not
Yeah.
also computationally, it's not wise also to do it this way. And another way also, it is a shorter amount of code, shorter amount of lines of code to do that, and
Yeah.
it seems that it's more organized. So do you know that this can be like a software that calculate the bill amount as
Yeah.
in a restaurant or even in a cashier in a supermarket or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so are you able to write that? But you should store this.
As X.
It's up to you, but I
Okay.
encourage you from now to actually create a meaningful variable names. I will emphasize on that on the next slides, but at the moment, okay, you can use X
Okay.
or Y or Z or whatever you would like to. But you see in the previous slide, I mean, yes, it's not about only writing the code. So you see
Yeah.
here when we create a variable, we create a proper name, right? This represents a grade, and we store it in the name grade, and we call it in this name. And if we want to count the students, we call it students, and we also call it with that name here. So it is better to actually use a proper naming other than X and Y.
Okay.
But if you
So
didn't do it
I
as a
can
start,
use
yes, you should use proper names. So assume
subtotal.
yes, that's one way. But you also have to understand that this 38, 40, and 30, since it can be a price of product, we can assume like that. So this can be
Yeah.
product 1, product 2, product 3. Okay. So can you start writing?
Okay. So you want me to put 38, 40, and 30 in different variables?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But in this case, if you don't mind, please share your screen. Let me see what you're doing.
Okay.
And for the sake of understanding, just let me try to understand from you. Have you studied anything about embedded systems? Do you know what the meaning
No.
embedded systems? Okay.
No.
Do you study anything about sensors, how the processor actually can work inside a control system that, for example, control a smart home or something like that?
No, I haven't done that.
Okay, okay, good.
I-
So you can start on line 12. Just start like you just press a few enters, go to line 12, and just press a few enters there, and then you can start writing your code from there.
So from below here?
Also here can, yes, yes, no problem.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Do you need me to give you the code, how it looks like, so that you
Okay.
have? Okay, good. Because you no longer can see that here, so.
Mm. So so here I can just put sub.
Okay, yeah. Then you don't need line 32 because you already should be only.
Oh,
yeah, okay,
yeah.
fine, fine. I mean,
Yeah.
you just put it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now try to run. So every time we try to run a new program, please make sure that we try it every time we do a small change or a few lines of code. We start to run to be able to find errors quickly.
Right, right.
Mhm.
3 errors. Oh, because of this. Okay, wait. Just delete this.
Okay, fine.
Now it should work.
You're a smart boy. So we close and open again, please.
Wait, close and open what?
Yeah, I mean, we close the session and open another session.
Oh,
This is the
okay,
30
okay.
minutes that passed.